We are live.
Hello, hello.
I think most of y'all that watch the first few seconds are probably the people on replay.
Probably.
I think the people that go and watch
Because
afterwards.
there's usually nobody here
But-
waiting yet. We got to wait for people to show up.
Yeah, wait for people to show up.
But you'll catch it
So
on the
hi all
replay,
y'all
yeah.
replay folks.
That are
But we're gonna
watching
wait.
it intentionally.
We're gonna let people start showing up. Oh, looks like we got a couple people showing up now. I'm gonna grab my drink while we wait.
Okay.
Watch this swivel chair flip
It'll
over
swing
on
me
you.
around, yeah. People that
She's on this big old
Yeah.
oversized swivel chair.
This little chair. People that go back and watch our whole live, that's very heartwarming to me because that means you intentionally went and watched our show. Like you,
But people who are here during the live too.
yeah, and that makes me happy that those are like the fans, man, the ones that actually joined for our live.
I'll be right back. Okay.
Hi. Okay, we got Toasty, Florida, Kentucky, Oklahoma. Happy New Year. Yeah, soon it will be. Soon it will be Happy New Year. Almost. California. Hey, hey. Hey from Australia, Michigan. Hi, folks.
You know what I just thought about?
What?
If we got on at the right time on Sunday, we will have our normal live on Sunday.
Yes.
We did a live on Christmas, and we're not going to miss out on New Year's. We're going to do a live on New Year's too. But what would be cool is we're going to be on, but it's not going to be New Year's here. But there's people that are going to be up celebrating New Year's while we're on our live.
You'll be ringing in the New Year, like watching our live. That's going to be
the
cool.
folks in the UK. It's like 11 o'clock usually when we hop on at 5.
Right.
And
so they can
by
say
the time
3,
we get
2,
done,
1, Happy
we're
New
going to be
Year.
like 3, 2, 1, Happy New Year.
That would be cool.
And people in Australia are going to be waking up to the New Year already.
Right. Chicago, Georgia, Arizona, Pennsylvania, Illinois, New York.
All right,
South
y'all.
Carolina, Minnesota.
I love homemade things, but I also love things store-bought. Some things.
We do.
And I'm going to tell you something. Get a little controversy going early on in this live because Clausen pickles are the best pickles. I don't care what anybody else says. Clausen are the best store-bought pickles. It doesn't matter whether they're the whole, the halves, the spears, or they sell the little minis. Oh, so good. Best pickles.
Have to disagree.
Best pickles.
Sorry.
Honey, no, honey. There's no disagreement.
There is a disagreement.
Like this is like top.
Nope, there is a disagreement.
No, some things are fact. Some things are opinion, and some things are fact. And Clausen pickles being the best pickles, y'all, that's just fact.
So your opinions are facts.
So I don't want to say that out loud in front of everybody, but I was thinking it.
We all know that those of us who like a real pickle, like an actual sour bite in the mouth sort of pickle, we don't eat Clausen pickles. You know, those of us who eat real pickles, we prefer.
You miss out.
We prefer like the hamburger dill chips. Sold at Walmart.
Yeah. Did you say stole or sold?
Sold at Walmart. Sorry, Mr. Fluffy, those are gross. I agree with you, Miss
No,
Donna.
no, Miss Donna, no.
I agree.
No. Oh, but we got some supporters. Yes.
I don't know about that. Lester's
Your
son
son named a goat Pickles.
That's a cute name.
Pickles. But only if first name Clausen, last name Pickles. That's what we're going to do. Yes. Yes, Kevin. Good pickles.
They don't have those pickles in Australia?
Oh, so
maybe not.
For those that don't have access to Clausen pickles can only be gotten in the refrigerator section because they're not cooked like normal shelf-stable pickles. So they have to stay refrigerated because they don't cook these. So if you have a brand of pickles,
another reason they're not as good.
If you have a brand of pickles that is you can only get in the refrigerator section wherever you are in Australia or wherever. That is it would be similar. It's going to be a similar thing, I would imagine.
See, even the smell is not as appealing to me as a real pickle. Sorry. Nope.
So good. And really good on hot dogs. This is my favorite one. Slice it thin
on hot dogs,
and then put it on hot dogs or cut it up into dill relish.
To have the best hot dog, I have got to have that sour bite of the sauerkraut and the harsh sour pickles like the hamburger dill chips. I gotta have that bite.
Now sauerkraut is something that I don't like store-bought sauerkraut at all. Well, I shouldn't say that. I haven't had all the brands out there, but I've never had store-bought sauerkraut that I like.
Usually it's not.
but I love homemade sauerkraut. I grew up thinking that I didn't like sauerkraut. Matter of fact,
Right,
you
yeah.
thought you didn't like sauerkraut too.
I did.
And then we made our own,
And it was
and
game changing.
it was
yeah.
game changing.
But that's like buying store-bought coleslaw or store-bought potato salad. It's just not going to be as good as the stuff you can make at home. It's just homemade. It's just better in that area.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
spit my pickle out here.
Don't spit.
They aren't cooked. They're crunchier. Yes. They're
Ireland,
crunchier.
How do you say it? Tipperary?
Tipperary.
In Ireland.
Sorry, Miss Allison.
Hello in Ireland. All
Ireland,
right.
yes. We did have a great Christmas. I hope all y'all had a great Christmas. Bread and butter pickles are good. They're not my favorite though. Have you ever had bread and butter pickles?
I've tried them before.
They're almost well, at least the ones that I tried, they were sweet. They were a little sweet, too sweet for me.
And a pickle is not supposed to be sweet unless it's like a relish, some relish.
No, I don't like sweet relish. I don't like sweet pickle relish. I don't like it at all.
I think pickles are meant to be the sour fermented bite.
But some people really love sweet pickles. They love sweet. A lot of people make their tuna with sweet pickle relish. I think you used to make it with sweet pickle relish.
I used to a long time ago. Yeah, because somebody in my family used to make it that way. So I have before.
But my mom always made tuna with dill pickle. Like chopped up dill pickle, and I think that's the best way.
I started making mine how I like to make it. How I put the like mustard and the chopped up dill pickle and the egg and everything. So, and I found I like it better.
Tried alligator sausage for the first time.
How was that?
Yeah,
it was so good.
I've only had alligator a couple times. I've never had alligator sausage. I've had alligator though, and it was great. Yeah, it was good. He said it blackened was alligator. It was really good.
He said it was like what'd you say? A richer, smokier version of chicken. It was like just like a gamier.
No, it wasn't gamey. It wasn't gamey at all. It was a little more chewy, but like it didn't have a ton of flavor.
Quick trivia thing about me. I am from Louisiana, born and raised. I have never tried alligator. Never had it.
Really?
Probably
I didn't know that.
Will. Probably never will eat.
I did not know that, y'all.
Or turtle. There's a lot of things that I have tried that I thought, oh, that's interesting. I'll try that. I love frogs' legs and everything, and I'll eat some interesting things, but never tried alligator.
You know what? We're gonna have to get you to try alligator on a live. Now that you said never, we're gonna have to get you to.
As long as it's not bad. As long as it's
not bad,
like chicken or something.
It's not like eating oysters or something like. It's not a strong taste. It's I don't know. I didn't think it was a strong taste when I ate it. Maybe it was just how they made it. Of course, I like catfish too. Some people can't stand catfish. That's something that the first time I realized some people don't like fried catfish, I was like, wow.
Yeah, or like that seafoody taste in general. It's not for everybody.
Yep.
I grew up on it, but it's not for everybody.
Snapping turtle is great. I've heard really strong opinions one way or the other about turtle.
I don't know.
That it was horrible and that it was delicious. I've heard both.
I tried it.
It was awful. Speaking of strong opinions. Yeah. It's not for everybody.
It doesn't taste like chicken.
No, I don't think it tastes like chicken. But when I had it, it was never a strong taste. It just never was.
Hello, Cynthia from the Netherlands. Hello.
Alligator, I wouldn't say it's like swordfish, but it is white. It is a white meat. Yeah.
Frog legs and cow tongue.
Have you had?
So I've had frog legs. He's had cow tongue. I love.
And I've had frog legs too.
You've had them too.
And I didn't care for them, but
see, he likes cow tongue.
But the cow tongue was good. I've only had it once though. I've only had cow tongue once. And it was when we were over at Lester and Jamie's at I'm a Survivor, building the raised bed. So right down the house from right down the road from their house is like two of them. There were two places.
Yeah, it was
two awesome Hispanic places.
One was a school bus. It was like
it was like
turned a school bus into like
a food truck. Yeah. Yep. And it was awesome. And then another was. There was like I guess there was 3 actually. So there was the school bus, and then over from it there was a normal food truck, and then on the same parking area was a little
it was like a stand,
tarp,
I guess,
or not tarp, but
thing.
Man, I done lost all my words.
Overhang thing where they were cooking
anyway,
food,
they were cooking under it.
And it was like legit. It was just authentic, legitimate Mexican food. It was so good. It was their native food, and it was really good.
I had the cow tongue tacos, and it was delicious. And then on our way out, that second place that was there, and they had grills set up under the
they were just,
I can't believe I can't think of what the word I'm thinking
they were
of.
Smoking
anyway,
meat. They had big slabs of meat, and they were just smoking.
And so they gave us some just to try.
We were on our way out, and they just here, and they gave us a piece of carne asada.
Like we had the windows rolled up and everything, and y'all, it was so good. And the other place that I've had that was just to die for Mexican food was in North Carolina. I don't remember if I told you about this place. It wasn't an actual place that you ate. It was a Mexican butcher, and you go and they already had all the meat cut and prepped and marinated and ready to go.
Was raving about this place.
And you go and they just you buy the marinated meat, and then you go back home and cook it. Well, I was working out in North Carolina for, I don't know, a month or 2, maybe. I think it was a couple of months.
It was a couple months.
2 to 3 months, maybe.
It was a couple months.
Anyway, so I was living out of a Residence Inn out there. And so I had a little kitchenette area, and someone local told me to go try that place. And so I went over there and bought it was like beef. It was like fajita beef or something. Yeah. Anyway, it was so good. Really, really spicy, but really, really good. It was so good.
Yeah, he was like, man, I'm not sure what this is. It tastes good.
They didn't speak any English. They didn't speak any English. And so I had to point to what I wanted, which I didn't mind. Actually, I was trying to learn some Spanish so I could go in and communicate better. Because I don't have a problem with them speaking Spanish.
In Texas, at this little food truck, at this bus, that we went up to the window, and I can manage enough Spanish to like get me back to the States. I can have like a sort of halfway conversation with somebody who is only Spanish speaking. So I'm like, my words are probably choppy and it probably doesn't make sense half the time, but I can manage sort of. I could order what I wanted at the window. So I turn around to him and I ask him what he wants. He tells me in English, and I turn around and translate it in Spanish. So I'm trying to get his order and mine in. So I managed to do it, and we got some food. I could see him who speaks no Spanish. I could see him trying to communicate this.
Yeah, no, it's not going to go well. The meat stuff, this right here. As long as I have a picture and I can point to it, I'm good. Yeah.
Cow.
Yeah. And y'all, I think languages are fascinating. I just don't ever have time to sit and learn a language.
Right. To me, I don't know how we managed or how normal teenagers manage in high school to learn, several classes of Spanish, come out 2 years later and they speak Spanish. I don't know how people do it in college either.
Well, Spanish I get because they have friends that speak Spanish in school.
Like I cannot sit down and like teach myself the language. I'm not disciplined enough. I don't know. I don't know how people just crank out another language in 6 months.
I don't either. I took 3 years of French in school.
And how much French do you speak now?
About as much as I did when I left school, but it wasn't great. Like it wasn't, it wasn't my best subject. No. But yeah, and I didn't have friends that spoke that were just like native French speakers. No, so it's not like I could go around speaking it to them. I took
Spanish 1 and 2 in Louisiana in high school, but and I knew basic sentences, but most of the Spanish that I managed to speak now, I've actually taught myself in my later adult years. So
now, one of the things that the first place we went to, the actual food truck place, this is a different place than the one Jamie normally goes to. The school bus is the one Jamie normally goes to. The other place, she had her daughter there. Yeah. And they were, and was on the weekend, right? So it's not like she was missing school or anything. This was on the weekend, but she had her daughter there, and Man, the words just go out of my head. I run out of stuff. But her daughter was there translating. That's what I was trying to say.
And
her daughter was there translating.
Again, you could tell it wasn't her first language, but she spoke English well enough to be able to translate for the English-speaking customers. But yeah, the older lady was the one helped mainly, cooking and trying to take orders, and the younger daughter was there with a notebook, just there to translate if they needed it.
Yeah. Yep. Miss Doris, what 2 languages do you speak? I mean, English, obviously one, because you're on here and you're typing in English, but
and Duolingo is good. I see that Duolingo is free and great. Somebody said Duolingo is good, and we have used it. My daughters have used it too, and we've experimented with Duolingo, and it's helpful. Again, it's challenging to make myself actually use it every day. I don't have the discipline to actually do it all the time.
Yeah,
like I should.
This is cool. Sign language. That is really cool. I think sign language is awesome.
Yes.
Sign language is really awesome.
And I guess it's about motivation. Yeah, sign language is something I might be motivated enough to try to buckle down and learn it. Yeah. Yeah,
that's cool. I like sign language. Now, I wanted to show. Yeah, I know. Cat can't have my pickles. Tell he's right here and he's trying to get them. We showed y'all these mugs last week. Shoot, can you even see it on there?
Doris said Swedish.
Swedish. Oh, good deal.
Swedish, nice.
Swedish. So English and Swedish. Awesome. I don't know anybody. I mean, I guess I know Miss Doris on here.
I don't know anybody in my
but I don't know anybody that speaks Swedish. Yeah.
That's nice.
Let's see. I don't know if you guys see the logo on there. I showed y'all last week this. Some of y'all didn't see it, but it's big fan. Yeah, yours might be a little more easy to read.
Wait,
without the drink.
Okay.
So it's etched onto the glass. It says it's our logo. Angie's mom and Pop gave us these for Christmas. She made them, and she put on a template and had to painstakingly peel off a bunch of stuff, and then etched the glass with acid. Really, really cool. I showed y'all these. I wanted to show y'all another cool thing that we got too. So my sister, all these people around us are artsy. My sister made these Christmas ornaments for us. I took them off the tree to show y'all, but she made these Christmas ornaments, and I just think they're the most awesome things. They're metal. They're not plastic. Right? They're metal.
So they're gonna hold up through
the years. Yep. And so she made these and had these made. I thought that was really, really cool.
Sweet,
They're awesome. I meant to show y'all last week and I forgot.
Those are going in the tote of ornaments that must be put on the tree every year.
Yeah. But the other side of this is let us know if y'all, obviously it's past Christmas now, so it would be a next year thing. But if y'all are interested in things like ornaments or the glasses with the Big Family Small Farm logo on them, let us know and I might see what I can work out for getting those put on the website. I don't know. I think Ashley how much they would be or anything like that.
His sister would be interested.
But yeah, if y'all are interested in something like that, let us know for sure.
Allison, that is impressive. English, Irish, French, Spanish, and sign. Wow. That is impressive.
How do you keep it all straight?
Are you a teacher or like how? Well, why do you know all these languages? How do you know all that?
That's crazy.
Yeah, a lot of people know sign and ASL or ASL. Yeah, I said it right. Because of church things, I've met a lot of people who can sign because they do church.
Wow, that's cool.
And church
activities. I
knew some people that could do that. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I've seen people do it at church. I never realized. People learned it at church.
They specifically learned it so that they could sign for the hymns and for the music.
Yeah, that's really cool. That's awesome. That's
and then
really
a lot of
awesome.
people have, deaf family members, so they have to, by necessity, they have to learn sign or ASL.
Miss Janet, I did talk to Lester about where he gets his stuff made. So I do know where he gets his stuff made, and I've looked into getting our stuff through there. The glasses would be through, like her mom would make them, and then we would sell them etched like that. The thing that I really like about the etching is that the thing I love about the etching is that it doesn't come off.
Right.
So
yeah,
it's part of the glass. It's not printed. It's literally etched in
so
there.
It's not gonna wash
so
off
it's
in the
never
dishwasher.
gonna wash off
It's in
ever,
the
ever,
glass.
ever.
I forgot to ask her how long it took her to etch one dish.
I don't know.
One project.
Yeah, I don't
how
know.
Long would this
That's
take,
man. I can't imagine.
She said no, just from travel and sign for my first aid service. Wow. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah. Occupations can it can force you to learn things.
Oh, that's true. A lot of Europeans know the language of their neighboring countries, and that makes sense, right?
Yep. That would make sense.
And over here in the U.S., we're kind of placed in a little
a
bubble where we don't ever get outside our comfort zone and don't have to learn that stuff, frankly, which is sad. We just don't have to learn it, and that's
we only educate ourselves as far as we want to, and that's it. I mean, because we have that luxury, I guess, but that's also a handicap. That's a real handicap.
Yes, the glasses are dishwasher safe. Yes. Yep, they are completely dishwasher safe. It's just a normal clear glass, just a normal clear cup, and it's glass and
the dishwasher twice, 2 or 3 times now.
Yep, and like I said, the etching is etched permanently. It will not come off. It will not come off.
Miss Gail says she taught deaf kids for 100 years.
Wow. So I wanted to talk a little bit about how you felt when you saw that I pulled out all your collards that you had worked so hard planting.
We go back to the incident?
I don't know if this is second incident. I don't know if y'all have seen the Wednesday's video, yesterday's video, but on there I made the unilateral decision to pull the collards out. Not all of them, just all of them in one side.
You did.
Because I didn't feel they were doing well, and I didn't consult my sweet partner that is so wise. I just pulled them out, and then she came around and found me.
Over the years, I have learned to kind of tame down my reactions, especially with him, because you never know what he's gonna do.
I've caused growth.
Yeah, let's call it that. Yeah, growth.
I've helped you grow over the years.
But and I'm not an explosively reactive person naturally, but there have been times early on in our marriage when I wasn't as practiced at taming those and controlling myself. Let's just say that. And I would come unglued on him a little bit. I just rar, and I'd just be like, I'm so mad. But no, nowadays I'm just like, oh, you did that thing. Okay. Why? Especially when it comes to my plants. So especially when I saw the green stalk splat, I was like, I asked the girls when I saw it, I was and I was driving and the video was playing in the car on one of the phones and stuff, and I was like, dude, what? And and the girl said my reaction was not nice, and I was like, I'm gonna have a conversation with him.
The first incident when the incident happened, we don't have to talk about details. They know what happened.
But then
we don't have to go into it.
But then the second,
but she was in the car driving back here when she saw the incident, the first incident.
Yep.
But then
no warning, no nothing. Yeah.
Tuesday was when the second incident happened, and you turned the corner and saw that I had just
So then I was coming out to visit him in the greenhouse to see him what he's doing. I thought he was watering plants or something, just gonna go piddle with him. I turned the corner.
I was watering all right.
What did you do? And then of course, I grabbed myself and I was like, okay, it's okay. He pulled some plants out. I'm sure he has a reason. I'm sure there's a great explanation. Let's hear it. Okay. Learning to tame those reactions. That's been a practice along the practice.
But what did I put in there that you have been really wanting?
Another reason I tame my reactions because I have learned that he does have a reason behind everything he does. It wasn't just, I killed all your plants and oh well.
Yeah.
He does have a reason behind things he does. So I waited and I listened. He said he planted the carrots I wanted.
Carrots, yep. I planted white egg turnips. And then I planted the arugula for salads.
So he took out all that dying stuff and he made room for nice, lovely greens to come up and more luscious things in that bed. So I was like, oh, you're forgiven. Okay.
Yep. Yeah. she did do well to tame her reaction. She was actually pretty calm about it.
Yeah, I want credit for that.
You did really well, baby, especially for pulling out all the plants. Now, one thing, let's see if I can find it here. You just planted them, didn't give them a chance. Yes, that's true and not true. So what happened is I forgot to plug in the heater on.
You did.
I don't remember what night. It was
one of those really.
It was the last really cold night we had. It got down to 20, and it wasn't the coldest night, but it was like right on the tail end of the cold weather. And
I didn't remember either. He had unplugged it during the day. You know, it had warmed up a little bit, but it was supposed to drop back down to cold. And both of us closed up the greenhouse, and Smooth forgot to turn back on the heater.
Yep. And so a lot of that stuff got affected in there. Well, not a lot of it, but the collards got affected, and especially in that bed. So that bed is situated right next to a corner that comes in where the cold air kind of had gotten under the tarp and come in right across those little collards. And y'all, they were only maybe a couple inches high, max.
They were vulnerable and they were toasted.
And so
they weren't going to make it. They were toast.
They probably would have recovered to a certain extent, but they would have been stunted and they would have grown really slow.
And it would have been a chore to try to limp them along to even get them to be somewhat productive. That would have been.
Now, if we have an animal that gets hurt real bad and we're going to limp it along and help it recover, that's one thing, right?
That's different. Yeah.
For these collards, there's no reason to let them, to limp them along when we have stuff that we can put in its place that'll pop up and we still have time to get it grown. And she was really, really excited about the carrots and is looking forward to the carrots because it's something that she's been wanting.
How would I have reacted if the camera
The same, really. Like, really, we don't act a certain way for the camera. It's
I mean, I'll try not to like embarrass my family, or I'll try not to show my kids having a fit.
But you don't embarrass the family anyway. Right. Yeah,
I'm not going to show some horrible things that nobody wants to see. I'm not going to show that. But in general, like, this is the way we talk. You can ask my family. This is the way that we respond to each other. And when I come around the corner and see what he did, I'm like, oh, babe, what happened? Like that's usually my reaction. Like, what? Is this?
Did your flower survive? We're not going to tell you because you'll find out tomorrow on the video. I forgot to show it, and I forgot to show it on what was it, Monday's? Must have been Monday's video. I forgot to show it, but I did show it for tomorrow's video. So you'll see that in tomorrow's video. I do talk about if the flowers survived. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there. I just wanted to grab that one. But we really wouldn't have reacted any different. We are kind of who we are, and that's it.
I'll have a bad moment if I like yell at my kids or something, but like I think everybody does, and that's
we all have our moments.
That's not something I'm gonna show to y'all. If y'all don't mind, I'm gonna have
y'all. The pickle juice is good too. Even the pickle juice is good.
No.
You never had pickle juice?
I do drink. I drink the hamburger dill chip.
The nasty pickle juice.
The good pickle juice.
Wow.
I drink the tart, pickle juice that comes in the jar with the hamburger dill chips. Kosher hamburger dill chips. And I do drink the juice. I do. And the juice
is the Mount Olive brand. That's what you get.
Yeah. But is it Mount Olive or kosher? Okay.
No, kosher is the type.
Okay.
Like they're kosher. Like even these are.
Oh, okay.
Well, these might not be kosher, but.
No.
Yeah, no, they are. Kosher dills.
Kosher Clausen. Okay.
Yeah. But Mount Olive is the brand that you get.
Well, I drink the juice, and we put the juice in some things that we cook, and we mix in together in some dishes. Pickle juice just tastes good.
Yeah. The nastiest pickle juice I ever had.
Bread and butter?
No. It was actually mixed in a drink. So we don't drink, but there was a time when I did, and the worst drink I ever had, it was just whiskey and pickle juice.
Oh, why?
It was
why?
Really bad. It was really bad. It was so bad.
Honey,
it was so bad.
Some of the choices you have made.
It was so bad.
Questionable.
It was a shot. It wasn't like a cup, but it was a shot, and it had whiskey and pickle juice. It was nasty.
Put that in a shot?
It was gross. It was really, really gross.
If I want to throw up, there's some easier ways to do it. Like there's some things I could do.
Yeah, it was so bad.
Oh my gosh. No, there's
I don't know. It was bad.
there's
It was bad.
there's a story that's so funny that Gene tells, Tracy and Gene from Just Ticket Farms. Funny story that Gene will tell you. He tells you about his heat stroke incident. He didn't have a heat stroke, but he almost did. He felt like he was getting really hot one summer. It was like bad hot. He had been out there too long, hadn't hydrated. He felt like heat stroke-ish, and he was feeling bad, getting dizzy, spots and everything. So he had to get cool quick. He had to cool himself down. So he stripped down to his underwear and he ran out into the creek. They have a cold creek running and everything. So he laid out in the creek and just let the water flow over him and everything. He's out there in his underwear, just laid out with the water flowing on him. And he goes, Tracy, get me the pickle juice. Bring me the pickle juice.
Yeah, look.
Because that's all they had
If I'm
in their
all,
fridge. He said,
if I'm all hot, pickle juice sounds good. Some cold pickle juice.
Yeah, because he needed something salty and with electrolytes and something that's going to revive him a little bit. So they had this, I don't know what kind of pickle juice it was, but it was like a red pickle, the Red Hot's pickle juice or something like that. But she ran and got that jar and brought it to him. So he's laying in the cold creek drinking pickle juice in his underwear.
Yep, it sounds
so
pleasant.
To hear Gene tell that story is so hilarious. I was crying.
And if y'all don't watch Just Ticket Farms, go check them out. They're really, really awesome. Tell them Big Family sent you.
Yeah, go see them.
I
like her new channel. Really good. She's doing In Her Boots. I love that channel.
The show. It's a show. Her channel is Just Ticket Farms, but it's a show on their channel. Yeah. Yep. It's really, really good. Really good. Awesome. If you need to know something about gardening, what were you drinking, by the way?
That was Kool-Aid.
Oh,
black
fancy
cherry Kool-Aid.
Fancy Kool-Aid. Yeah.
My black cherry Kool-Aid.
Yeah. Well, then I thought you were having something like hibiscus tea or something, and you're over here drinking some black.
Y'all know me. I snack and drink Kool-Aid and soda, and I'm terrible. I know.
All right. So Mount Olive pickles come from Mount Olive, North Carolina. And they have a New Year's Eve pickle drop. They canceled this year, but they have a pickle drop. How does that work? Is it like a big pickle like the ball in New York, or is it
like a giant pickle?
I don't know. That's crazy. I never knew that.
Pickle juice ice pops. Yeah, I've seen people like selling pickle juice ice pops. I bet that would be good, especially in the summer. That would be fabulous.
Yeah, pickle juice helps regulate electrolytes because it's got lots of salt and stuff in it. All stuff that's good for electrolytes. Yeah. Overall, we did, if you watch the video, you already know, but we did really well through the cold snap.
Yes, we did.
It didn't bother anything. The goats were good. The chickens were all good. The rabbits were good.
None of the animals.
Plants were mostly good, except for the ones that I yanked out of the ground.
Mostly good. People are good.
Yep. And how was your trip?
That was cool. That was fun. It was long. I mean, it's 4 hours there, 4 hours back, and then all the driving in between to go places. But I was tired, but it was fun. Yep.
I couldn't put the whole clip in, so I edited her video that came out today.
Yeah,
if you're on YouTube,
my video's out.
If you're on YouTube, don't forget after the live to go check out her channel, which is Big Family Matters. And but her video showed a small clip of the kids, but you could hear Angie singing in the background. I wanted to leave the whole thing. I think that was one of my favorite clips, was listening to you sing, but I couldn't put the whole thing because obviously it would have been a copyright issue. Having the whole song in there where it was playing and you were singing to it.
We were jamming. So their little friend, their nice friend that we went to go see and hang out with,
Tully's here with us.
Yeah, Tully B Banana. So, Adelaide, their friend, she has, they have a separate little apartment thing right next to their house. It's like connected through the breezeway. You go up to this little second story loft apartment area. So up there, they have this game thing. I forgot what it's called. The kids, any younger people on here will know what I'm talking about. Teenagers. It's the whole drum setup, the guitar.
Like Guitar Hero or something
Guitar
like that.
Heroes, the guitar, the drums, the microphone, all that. So you get to play instruments and tap along with the beat and everything. And then you got people singing and it rates you and ranks you on how you did. So I'm over there just belting out the lyrics with them. We're all rocking out to this rock music. And, I think Sarah was on the drums and Avery was on the guitar. It was fun. I liked it. Yeah.
So it was a good trip. You had a good trip.
I loved your mama's house. It was beautiful.
Oh yeah. Her mom's house is beautiful.
Her house is nice. It's lovely.
Now I say that about our house too, though. Like I really love our house too. No
offense to my mom's house or anybody else's, but I love my house. I love my house.
Miss Donna on YouTube, it's called Big Family Matters.
Yes.
on Facebook, if you're on Facebook, you don't have to go anywhere else. All the videos post to Facebook. But on YouTube, it's 2 separate channels. There's Big Family Small Farm, which is the main videos where you get to hear my loud, belting, apparently Jed Clampett style voice, I found out in one of the YouTube comments. On her channel on YouTube, it's Big Family Matters. Yep. So all her videos are on Big Family Matters on YouTube. If you are on Facebook, again, you don't have to go anywhere else. Facebook, they're all the same place.
So he got a lovely compliment from one of our viewers that said that he sounded like Jed Clampett.
Jed Clampett. I kind of take it as a compliment.
They said, I'm tired of hearing you sound like Jed Clampett. But
yeah, your Jed Clampett style voice.
I don't think you sound like him at all.
That's
honestly.
okay.
Like,
I'm okay with it.
I would tell you if you did.
I'm okay with it. I have a goal now to sound like.
So y'all are encouraging him. Y'all are just Y'all are just encouraging him. He's going to try to sound like Jed Clampett.
Yep, and try harder. I watched a couple clips the other day just to try and.
He said, "I see Jed's voice. maybe it's that deep baritone reverberation that you have."
I don't think that's what it is.
Really reverberating voice.
I don't think it's because I reverberate.
And the country sound, the slang comes out a little bit every now and then. Whining, no whining.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. No Winston's over here whining because he wants to play. We're not playing with him.
No whining, no.
But yeah, anyway, go watch that video if you haven't watched it. If you're on Facebook, like I said, Big Family Matters is her channel. So go over, check her out, give her some love. I love loving her, so y'all show her some love over there on her channel.
I won't be offended if anybody doesn't like it, or if you don't like something about my channel.
Yeah, if someone tells you have a Jed Clampett style voice.
I do some quirky videos and and I don't know, and I sing a lot. So if anybody doesn't like that, maybe my channel's not for you.
Now, someone else talking about the house thing. Not to go back, it's way back there. I'm not even gonna be able to pull up the comment, but someone said they love our windows.
Yeah.
And this is actually one of the things I really loved about the house. It's turned out that it's hard to figure out the curtain thing, though. Like I don't know if we just hang, especially in this particular window is hard because it's brick. So I could drill into the brick and put curtain rods back there, but I just don't know what to do with the window for window treatments. I don't know what to do.
I like the suggestion that one person had. That was my favorite suggestion that they had. Was to hang.
Hold on, pause. This is a compliment right here. Yeah, remind them of Jason Coghill.
So a lot of people have told me that.
If I remind you of Jason over at Coghill, then
that's a good thing.
I'm happy about that.
Somebody said Nancy said she loves my channel. Thank you. I've had more people than not tell me that he reminds them of Jason, so I believe that. So the best advice I've heard about the window is to string put the curtain rod up and put the curtains on the square part of it and just leave the top open.
Yep. Which is good. That's a good idea.
I just like that because then the sunlight can stream in and we can, because I don't want blinds, I want curtains.
Yep. And the house is high enough up off the ground that no one's going to be peering in through that top part of the window.
Peeking in our window.
And our land slopes, right? So the house is kind of up on the top of the slope. If you're just coming up the driveway, like the driveway goes up a good bit. Like I don't know how many feet, but it's a good slope from the road all the way up to our house. Like there's no way that's gonna do anything.
A spring rod.
Yeah, so that's what I have in the girls' room. I put a spring rod in the girls' room on their window, just covering the bottom part of it, and that has actually worked out well in their room. The spring rod has.
He wants to play. The cat wants to play with me so bad.
I just wasn't sure if we should put it over the whole top part of I'm trying to get my finger here right. The top of the whole window or just the bottom.
I think just the bottom. Yeah.
They do make those little fancy fantail things up there, but I don't really like them.
I'm really liking the romantic thought of the sunlight coming in the top.
Yeah, I like that too. I think that's gonna be the ticket. Let's see, planted. What else did I do in the last video? Planted those seeds, which I'm really excited about. If y'all have not gotten your seeds for spring, you should do that for sure. At least if you're in the South. If you're in the North, it may not be time. You may be dreaming of it, but
if you're in the North, you're still in the dreaming phase. Please Be patient and do your planning and your dreaming.
Yeah, but
be patient.
But you can still go ahead and get your seeds.
You can buy them.
Yeah.
And that always helps you to wait if you can actually put your hands on the seeds and you can plant them. That's always exciting. But don't get over excited and try to plant too soon, especially in the north. You will regret it. Don't do it.
Yep. So I actually ordered a lot of our seeds that we're going to need. I ordered them from Haas.
Yes.
And I have a link on there to this. I have a link on our Friday video to the seeds. I didn't talk about what I ordered on that video, but I do have a video coming out showing what we ordered. I don't know who that is, but I like how Wes gets excited to talk about the project.
He does.
I do. We ordered all our seeds from Haas Tools. There's a link on Friday's video, I think on Facebook and YouTube, to Haas Tools. It is an affiliate link. But if you're going to get seeds and you want to know for sure they're going to work, I'm not trying to make this like commercially, but we pay for our seeds and we still buy them from Haas.
Yeah.
Like,
we're not getting any sort of profit by promoting this to you. I'm just letting you know that Haas seeds germinate better than anything I've ever used in my life. They just germinate.
So there's the link, or you can just go to haastools.com. But I did do our seed order and I went through it. So I'm gonna put that out as not one of our main videos, but I'll put it out as a separate video. If y'all are interested in seeing what I bought and why, y'all can see that soon.
We've been burning more wood, cleaning up a little bit.
Yeah, we've been doing a lot of cleanup. Oh, what time is it? We're good. We're still good. We're still good. The girls have. So I can't remember if the last Thursday we said the same thing, but the girls' normal night for youth that their youth activities at church is on Wednesday, but tonight they moved it to Thursday because last night all the girls were busy. So yep.
No, there's no babies yet. There's no goat babies.
Goat babies. Yeah.
We've been watching in anticipation, and the bags do look like they're filling on the does. They're walking a little heavier and they're starting to lay down more and rest more. So it's getting close. So it's like you can see the signs where it's getting closer and closer, but it's not there yet. Yep.
But I have to apologize because y'all, I know I probably got some of y'all really excited on Friday's video talking about the goats kidding. I really honestly thought that I heard a goat kid, and it was just Gimli getting pushed around by some of the other goats. But
he was so excited, y'all. He almost ran me over. He had the camera.
I was so excited. I was like, goats, goat kids.
We got babies. No, we don't have babies.
No. So I was just as let down as y'all were. Like when I ran over there, I was the emotions you experienced when you got excited with me yelling goat kids, and then the let down when you found out they weren't there. Yeah. I felt the same way, y'all.
It's okay. It's coming. Oh.
I felt the same way.
We're gonna have plenty of footage of those cute.
I was so disappointed.
Babies. Oh. Is there anything better than a snuggly baby goat?
I know. And I do have, even though I don't have the camera out on the goats live streaming, I do have the camera still out there, and it does overnight. I leave it on a time-lapse setting so it'll record throughout the night, kind of just in a time lapse, so that if the babies do come, we'll have footage that we can share with y'all and be able to show that to you just in case we're asleep, right? So it'll be good.
And we're waiting with just as much anticipation on my sister's Mama Piggy, Miss Piggy, to have piglets.
It's having pig babies. Yep, piggy babies.
And she seems to be getting closer too. So those pig babies might happen at the same time the goat babies too, because we're waiting on one of them to have babies.
Yeah, babies. It's baby time.
Yeah, and it's winter, and we're having babies. And I'm like,
but you know what? I hope we don't have any cold snaps like that again. I think it'll get cold again, but I don't think we'll have a cold snap like that.
And that really worried me because I was looking at the girls and kind of mentally preparing them for this. I was like, okay, guys, if these goats for some reason decide to just suddenly kid in this Arctic blast that's coming, the likelihood of these babies surviving is not great. Okay, so especially
I think they'd have been okay. I mean, we would have had to take a little more care, but
middle of the night,
middle of the night.
We weren't out there, don't know about it. They're freezing to death. The likelihood of their survival goes down drastically. So I was like, just be prepared. But then they didn't kid. Thank goodness they didn't kid.
Yep. Another thing I wanted to ask y'all, because I've been talking to Lily, we have traditional things that we do, like on Christmas Eve meals. We have a traditional Christmas meal, traditional Thanksgiving meal, but we don't really have a traditional New Year's meal. Now, I know certain things are traditional, at least in our area, is something green. So like collards or cabbage or something, black-eyed peas. Like
with my
greens are like for money and wealth, and the black peas are
for luck.
Yep, for luck.
And ham was for health.
I thought it was corned beef. Corned beef was
so with my grandmother that passed away now, but with my grandmother, she always did ham, black-eyed peas, and the greens. Some sort of either spinach or collard greens.
But I'm kind of looking to, I want to start a New Year's food tradition that's different. So any of y'all that have something out of the box that you do for New Year's, for your New Year's meal, different. I would love to know what you do. Comment, let us know, because I'm looking for something a little different. Something that's enough work that we're only going to do it once a year, but that it's delicious.
Is what he's looking for. He's looking for a food challenge.
I want something that the whole family will like, but that is it takes enough work that we're only going to do it once a year. Like
a New England boiled dinner.
I've never heard of that.
I haven't
New
either.
England boiled. What is a New England boiled dinner?
What
I might have to Google
that.
Consist
of? Yeah. We usually have barbecue.
Yeah. That the barbecue does sound good.
Oh, that sounds fabulous.
Lobster and crab legs with rice pilaf. Huh?
That sounds
that's pricey enough that we would only have it once a year.
That sounds expensive.
Yes,
but fabulous.
That does sound delicious. Ooh, I do love some lobster.
Cowboy what? Cowboy calf? Cowboy calf.
Yeah, I don't know what that is either.
I
have to look that one too.
Yeah.
And shrimp would be good too. Shrimp would be good.
Our tradition is sorry, I can't pronounce that.
Where is it?
I lost it. Where'd it go? There we go. I couldn't find it. It went too fast. Speckendicken.
Oh, I think I've heard of that before.
What's speckendicken?
I think I've heard of that. I got to look this one up because it sounds so familiar.
Oh, caviar, cowboy caviar.
Oh, I gotcha.
Ashley said it's a German tradition to bring good luck and prosperity for the new year.
All right. So, savory Dutch pancakes, traditionally cooked in a waffle iron. Small bits of bacon that are pressed into them. Usually rye flour, butter, stroop, milk, and eggs.
Karen said tamales.
Ooh, tamales are good too. I just that would be a challenge. I've never made tamales.
Hold on. My dad used to do Scandinavian New Year's meal that included pickled pig feet, sardines and herring.
Okay, wow.
Yes.
I don't know that I could get the kids to be on board with that one.
No. Red chile pozole. Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, muy delicioso, señorita.
Yes, pozole.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds good. Ham hock and northern beans with cornbread and Brussels sprouts.
I do love cornbread.
Red beans and rice, Miss Beth. Yes, that's like a staple at our house. We eat that often throughout the year. Like
so
that's a running staple.
Yeah, I love it so much, but we eat it all year.
We do. Homemade potato soup with oysters. Oh, that sounds really good. Onions, cabbage, pot roast potatoes all cooked together. That sounds really good.
I love anything cabbage.
I know, right?
I did buy some
with
cabbage.
Onions, potatoes, and cabbage.
Just in case. Yep. Ooh. See, I thought about this, jambalaya. I thought about doing jambalaya because we don't eat jambalaya a whole lot. I don't cook it a whole lot. And not because we don't like it, just because I just don't cook it.
We just, for some reason,
I just don't think to cook it.
Not on the regular menu list. Ashley said quiche is yummy. It is. I can't get my family to get a quiche.
I eat it.
But you'll take a few bites of it, but I can't get the rest of them to get on board with the quiche. I make a big, beautiful quiche. I love it. I eat the heck out of it. He'll eat it like once, and the kids are like, you made this again. They don't like my quiche.
I don't know why, because they like eggs. I don't know why they don't like it. I don't know why. It is good. It is. You'd be on board with this. You could have a whole meal with this.
Summer sausage
You,
and cheese straight.
you and Lily both would be happy, yeah. And I would too. I like it, but
Yes,
yeah.
I could hurt myself. on
So
that.
that's kind of what we do. That whole thing is kind of what we do for New Year's Eve. We'll just put a bunch of snacks out, right? Because we know we're gonna stay up late,
right.
and so we'll do summer sausage and a shrimp ring and
we do
some cheese.
the New Year's Day meal, but yeah, if we're staying up to watch the ball drop, we're gonna be
yeah,
snacking.
we do snacks and stuff
snacking
like
all night.
that. Yep. Let's see what else is there. There we go. Fried or baked hog jowl, cabbage, black eyed peas, soupy potatoes, and cornbread. Hog jowl is good. I don't know that I could get you to eat it, but he really wants to play. He really wants to play. So we open our doors at midnight, an Irish tradition to let the past year out and the new year in. I like that.
That's cool.
I really like that.
That's cool.
I like
Out
that.
with the
We
old
might,
and in with the
yeah,
new.
we might have to do that. I like that. That's a really cool
All the
tradition.
kids
I
stand
really
at the
like
door
that.
And we'll say Happy New Year. Let
Yeah.
the past out.
Yeah, and we don't have any
Happy New
neighbors,
Year.
so
yeah.
Pork and sauerkraut, German tradition, usually with potatoes. Pork anything is good.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, somebody said, "There's my baby piggy." When my sister has baby piggies, there's my piggy. There's my piggy. There's a piggy.
y'all are killing me right now. Y'all are killing me.
Ashley
me.
does.
That's
she does want to give
That's
me
a
piglet.
bad.
She wants
That's
to-
a bad word, right? That's
she
a
wants
bad
to
word
give
in this
us a
house. It's a
piglet,
naughty,
and we
naughty
gotta
word.
Get ready for that piglet.
Nope.
If we're really
Nope,
gonna have
that's a
ready
naughty, naughty word. We don't say
It
the
only
P
needs
word.
a little tiny
We
area.
don't say
It just
don't
needs
talk
a
about
little
these
tiny
things.
training area. That's all it needs. right
We're
now.
talking about New Year's foods at the moment, not little baby P words.
Homemade pizza, because everyone has fun doing it. Yes, homemade pizza is a good idea.
Yep, homemade pizza. Lily makes really good.
She does.
homemade
she does make good
pizza.
Homemade pizza.
The neighbors go outside and shoot guns off. You know, we used to have neighbors that did that too.
Fireworks.
They shot all the time.
They
So,
shot off fireworks when it wasn't any sort of a holiday. It was some random day of the week, and they'd be shooting off fireworks at midnight.
so y'all, the fireworks neighbors that she's talking about, they would stockpile fireworks.
and use it all year long.
Yeah, it would be a month after 4th of July or New Year's or whatever, and they're still shooting off fireworks at 11, 12 o'clock at night. It used to drive me nuts. Oh, I'm so grateful we live where we live now, baby.
I love everything about where we
Yeah.
live. Sorry.
Yeah, I love it. Well, I think this dog is telling us we've been on here long enough, and he wants his attention.
He wants his tea
I think
time.
so.
He wants his dinner. He wants
Yep.
lots of things.
Yep,
He's a
and
needy
y'all
puppy.
need to get ready to go. So, y'all need to get ready to go anyway.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
we're gonna hop off here. Keep on commenting though your food traditions. I'm gonna go through all of them, and we're gonna pick something out from it, and we're gonna do that. So I love y'all. Thank y'all so
Thank
much
you,
for
guys.
supporting us and always being here and joining us on here. And we will catch y'all in the next
See you
one.
soon. Love you. Bye.